Well, welcome to Marky Mark's Reloading Bench, and today I'm going to talk about some issues with primer pockets that can and probably will happen as you reload. Some different issues. Your primers may not go in straight. They may go in sideways or upside down and other different undesirable ways. So the way to fix that is we'll just pop them right back into the press with the depriming and resizing die and push it back out, and then you can try again. So that one's pretty simple. If you're skittish about pushing on a hot primer, you can put a drop of oil on it and let it soak in there, and that'll usually render it inactive. But of course you'll have to go back and clean out the oil. So that's one thing that can happen. Another thing that can happen is, unfortunately, I couldn't figure out how to show you this on the camera, but you want to inspect your flash holes. If you tumble with like corncob or walnut media after you've punched out the primers, you stand a pretty good chance of getting some of that media stuck in the flash hole, which you'll need to ensure that the flash hole's not obstructed or clogged. I used a toothpick to get it out, but I upgraded to a little lineman tool here just for that. So you can push that in and poke out the offending piece of obstruction. Lineman makes some pretty good little primer pocket tools, and in fact I'll show you with the next one. There we go. And just poke it out. The next problem is going to be with some military ammunition. They crimp the primers in. So let's see if I can find a really good example here. I know I've got a couple of them in here. That's definitely one. See if I can show you the head stamp on it and the crimp. So what happens is the hole for the primer pocket is no longer round. So I've got a little lineman kit here with all handheld tools for dealing with case prep, and the one we're going to be concerned with is a pocket primer reamer. They come in small and large, so of course I grabbed the large one, and this is the small size. So I can just put that in there, give it a couple turns, and we're ready to go back to trying it again. So let me do a couple more here for you. Sometimes it just could be dirt in there. Sometimes your primer pockets are clean, sometimes they're dirty. I don't necessarily clean them unless they're really bad or what I'm loading is for accuracy or hunting. These particular rounds are just kind of plinker rounds, so the worst case is I'll get a misfire. Oh, there's a good one. That's tight. The reamer's not going in all the way. So that one required a little bit more effort. So like I said, the worst case is I might get a misfire at the bench. So you're at the range, we're out plinking, whatever the case may be, and you have a round chambered, you pull the trigger, nothing happens. Click, what do? This isn't a safety lesson, this is primer pocket 101 stuff. However, leave a comment as to what you would do if you pull the trigger, you hear the click of the hammer falling, and nothing happens. Your firearm does not go off. What do? Yes, it's a quiz. However, in the meantime, this is how you take care of crimped primer pockets. That one's clearly crimped. Reamer. Flash hole obstruction. Poke it out. Look at it. Before you put a primer, you want to look through each case. I hold it up to the light. Make sure I can see. I hold it up to the wall because it's white. Makes it very easy to see. Make sure the primer hole is clear of any and all obstructions totally. And one of the other things you can do for, again, some of my target applications, long range shooting, accuracy, etc., would be to look at the flash hole. A lot of flash holes are jagged, not cut very well. Lyman also makes a little reamer that will make the flash hole round, concentric, and even. It's basically just a little drill bit. As you can see, it's got a taper on it, so it makes the flash hole uniform. So there you have it. Primer pocket issues. And one last note, you can prime your shells on a press. I've got a RCBS rock chucker. However, I kind of prefer to use this handheld universal primer for a couple of reasons. One, I can sit out by amber, and two, I like to be able to feel. I can get a better feel of what's going on. Is it going in easy? Is it going in tight? And you get a sense after a while of what to look for. With a press, it's so much easier to overlook those kinds of things because you've got that mechanical leverage that you don't have with this. So it's an option. Leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe to see more tips. See you again. Have an awesome day.